Thanks for joining me. A couple weeks ago, Father Cladar talked about adoration and just how to do that and maybe why you even want to do that. And so I thought it would be a good idea this week maybe to talk to you about another aspect of the devotional life that I find to be very beneficial. And I've had to kind of grow into that, and that's the Rosary. I think we're all encouraged to pray the Rosary, but sometimes we don't know how to do it. We don't want to spend the time on it. We feel like we don't do it well enough, so we don't try at all. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into praying a Rosary, and I thought maybe we could just talk about that a little bit. My first exposure to the Rosary was growing up as a kid, and as a family, we'd pray it once in a while. And that made all the difference, because when I could see my parents doing it, and my parents trying to corral all 6 of us kids into praying it once a week, I could see that somehow this was important, because they were putting a lot of energy into it and a lot of work. But what I also noticed is it was at one time of the week where, as a family, we stopped, we settled down, and we prayed together, and we each had a part in it. And so, whether it was who's going to do the mystery that week or what the intention is, all of us had something to do with it, and all of us were a part of it. And what I also noticed, and which has always stuck with me, is somehow I always felt better after I prayed that Rosary. I didn't know why, but I always felt better. And that's what I take with me into my priesthood and my adult life. When I pray the Rosary, I feel better. No matter what's going on in my life, when I spend a few minutes with Our Lady, praying on the mysteries of the life of Jesus Christ, I feel better. It gives me a focus, it centers me, it reminds me that I've got a mother in heaven who's looking out for me. I used to, I would tell my mom something where I'd be in trouble and something was really bothering me, and I would give it to her, and I could just feel it all going off me, and I would go on to my mom, and I could just feel her taking all that onto herself. And I would feel better because she was carrying it then. I think that's what happens in the Rosary. We give our Heavenly Mother everything that's going on in our life, good, bad, everything in between, and she takes it and she carries it with us. And it's like when you got hurt, you went to your mom and she'd kiss it and make it better. The Rosary is that. We go to our mom and she kisses us and she makes us better. She heals us through the grace of Jesus that He shares with her and that she puts from her hands into our hands. So here's a couple things, just to make it real practical and easy. Get yourself a good guide and just focus on, maybe if you haven't started, start with one mystery. You pray the Our Father, 3 Hail Marys, Glory Be. That starts it off. But then you just pray one of the mysteries. So let's say starting with the glorious mysteries, and the first one, which is the resurrection. Just start with that. And as you're praying the Our Father and the 10 Hail Marys that go with it and the Glory Be, just think about Jesus coming out of that tomb. And think about how that moment extends into your heart through your baptism. Think about one little way that resurrection matters to you. And then build up on it. Start praying all the mysteries. Pray one mystery per day, because there is a mystery assigned to each day. And as you're going through, kind of throw out those things that are on your heart that you want to give to Mary so she can carry it with you. Because when you're done and you do that consistently, you are going to feel better, more focused. You're going to feel as though no matter what's going on in your life, you're not alone, and that the Lord is somehow, through that encounter with His mother, helping you grow as a Catholic, as a Christian, as a person filled with grace, a person who was baptized. And so, brothers and sisters, I can't emphasize enough, don't worry about how to do it, just start it. Get yourself a little guide, go online, look for something, look at the Rosary, it'll tell you how to pray it, and just start praying that Rosary. And if you get through it, and all of a sudden you forget where you were at, just keep going, doesn't matter. The thing is that you're trying to do it, and that you're trying to be consistent, and that you try to persevere. One time I was coming home from a bus from Steubenville, Ohio, from a youth conference, and I was praying the Rosary, and I fell asleep. And the people who were sitting next to me were watching me, because even while I was sleeping, my fingers were moving on the beads. I have no idea what that was about. They said that was your guardian angel was finishing your Rosary for you. So even that, not only do you have your lady, but you've got your guardian angel who are helping you. You've got all the help in the world. Do this wonderful devotion that is going to change your life. My advice to you is just start. Thanks very much.